Hey everybody, it's your girl Dion, and I'm here with another fun video. So about 2 days ago, I decided to watch a throwback movie from my childhood that I absolutely love, which is Cruel Intentions. It features the 90's all-star lineup of Reese Witherspoon, aka Sweet Home Alabama, and Legally Blonde. Then we have Ryan Philippe. And a fun fact, you guys, these two, Ryan and freaking Reese actually got married and had a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I was like geeked when I was younger. And we have Buffy, Sarah Michelle Gellar. So now that I'm extra grown watching this, I just realized how to me, you know how we talk about like monitoring spirits and people being jealous of you and how people create like havoc in your life. If you're going through that shit, you should really watch this movie because it kind of just gives you a play-by-play to like why people do the evil shit that they do. So let's take it is about to be spoilers. So you know what I'm saying? If you haven't watched the movie, and I think they have a TV show that came out recently too, or maybe some years ago. But if you haven't watched this, I'm about to give you like hella spoilers. I'm about to, so if you want to see this and then come back, do so. But just fair warning, I'm about to give a lot of spoilers in the movie. So basically, you have these two people. You got Ryan Philippe and you got Sarah Michelle Gellar, and they play a stepbrother and sister in the movie. So basically, Ryan's dad marries her mom, and I think they've been married for a couple of years. I don't know how old they are, but they're all in high school, right? So Sarah Michelle Gellar, the brunette, plays Kathryn. She's like, it's like, because, the movie set in New York. So if it's like, Blair, Blair from like Gossip Girl, it's like if she was really like evil, this would be Blair. And here we have Sebastian. So to me, I feel like Sebastian's family is the one with old money. Because, they're in like that Upper East Side society and stuff like that. But basically, these are the two most miserable rich motherfuckers I have ever seen. And it just kind of reminded me of Netflix's series Squid Games. In the first season, when the old man explained to the guy why they had these games, they were just saying is that when you become too rich and the world is at your feet, you can have whatever you want, you get bored. And a lot of times it leads to these people having nothing to do, nothing to look forward to, because they didn't went on all the trips and the yachts and all this other shit, and so they like to create havoc in people's lives. You know what I'm saying? So with Kathryn, it's just like she's a woman, and she feels like if she has these like, she likes power. Kathryn craves power. She likes to have sex, and she's like driven crazy because in order for her to be accepted by society, she has to play like this sweet, innocent role, and also too, like, to me, Kathryn's just really displayed a high level of intelligence. And a lot of people don't talk about that. Like, a lot of highly IQ people have a tendency to turn into psychopaths and sociopaths because they're not being challenged. Everybody around them is fucking stupid, and they get bored and they like toying with people or just like to push their fucking limits, So that's what's going on with this evil bitch. But to me, I feel like in Sebastian's character, I feel like a lot of people are looking at him on surface level. But to me, this is a man that hates fucking women. He has a very distorted view on womanhood. And I don't know if you guys heard about the Madonna whore complex. It seems like Sebastian just hates women and he thinks they're all whores. And another thing too, he has a weird kink of going after like the really goody two-shoe girls, the girls who have this squeaky clean image, and fucking them and degrading them. In the opening scene, Sebastian's going to therapy, and the therapist, she just knows that he ain't shit, but the therapist has a picture of the daughter on, her fucking table. And she's like, yeah, my daughter would never fuck with anybody like you. She's ultra, she's a high caliber person. And she's not knowing that like Sebastian not only like cracked her, had sex with her, filmed, like convinced her to take nude pictures, and then posted that shit all on the internet to not only disgrace the daughter and to disgrace the mom. So then this leads to Annette, right? So he's just saying, like, he's so bored of these girls. They're so easy. They're easy conquest. He needs a challenge. So he reads about Reese Witherspoon's character, the blonde. She plays Annette. He found out about her through a 17 article, and she's like, yeah, she's a virgin, or I don't know if she's a virgin, but she's like, yeah, I'm not having sex, I'm gonna wait to be in love, and I'm not playing. So basically, you know, he finds out that his people know her, and he spends basically the whole movie trying to like get in her pants to degrade her, but then he ends up falling in love and shit like that. So but he wages a bet with Kathryn that he can smash her. Kathryn said, no, I don't think you can have this one. So they make the most nastiest bet, because Kathryn and him have some weird sexual tension going on, because he's such a hoe and he likes degrading women, and she's a masochist. She loves to see people in pain. She's like, no, I would never have sex with you because that's what you want, and I'm going to teach you a lesson, And so the bet is, if he can sleep with her, he gets to have sex with Kathryn. If he can't have sex with Kathryn, then Kathryn gets the car. And so anyway, make a long story short, he ends up falling in love with her, but he ends up fucking dying because he gets hit by a fucking car. And you know what? I'm glad that the movie did not end up with him changing his fucking ways and then they get married and move off into the sunset, because you know what? That shit not real life. What happened in this motherfucking movie, that's real life. That's real shit. And I'm glad, because a lot of times they want to make it seem like men like this could be redeemed. No, the fuck they can't. Now, Michelle Gellar, like, this bitch was a complete fucking hater. So with her little storyline, she liked this guy named Court or some bullshit like that, and Court did not like her because he just knew the bitch was crazy. So Court ended up dumping her for some like sweet fucking dimwit ass girl, who's played by the Selma Blair character, actress, played by her. And so basically it's like this. So she befriends this girl to set her up, manipulate her, like make her into a whore. It's like she becomes this girl's friend to make her into a whore, so Court don't want her, because Court didn't want Kathryn because she was a whore. So it's like Kathryn is just obsessed with this fucking girl because she feels like she's way better, way smarter, and he chooses like this dumb bitch instead of her, and so Kathryn just frustrated, because it's like, damn, it's like she feel like can't nobody match her. But to me, Kathryn motherfucking ass was evil, and she got what she deserved at the end, because we all know the infamous scene with Sebastian. After he died, his diary got released and shit, and they read about this bitch, so she got exposed for the true female narcissist she was. But my thing is with this bitch, why are you attacking the Selma? And the cold thing about it is, she over here trying to make Selma Blair life and live in hell in the motherfucking movie, but Selma Blair didn't even like Court, or wherever the fuck the boy was. Like, she liked somebody else. It's like, bitch, she don't even want. It's like it made her more mad that the bitch didn't even want the nigga that she wanted. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think what makes this movie really like, damn, is the simple fact of these people, like, were fucking with people that was really minding their business. These people were living their day-to-day life, not bothering nobody, not giving a fuck, not even knowing that these motherfuckers existed. And because they were so jealous of their happiness, so jealous of their achievements, so jealous of the fact that they had other people and didn't want them, they really went out their way and to sabotage, manipulate. They waited days, weeks, and fucking months to be around these people just to sabotage them. And so, I think that's the perfect title for this movie, is Cruel Intentions. Is that, guys, there's people out here in the world who have way more popularity than you, way more motherfucking money than you, way more status, but because you have joy, it makes them mad. It makes them so fucking mad. So I just think that you should never downplay who you are. So that's my take on the movie Cruel Intentions.